Hello, dear listener. Welcome to the Dreamy Drift, a place where the worries of the day melt away, replaced by the gentle rhythm of words and the soothing cadence of a tale well told. Tonight, we're going to embark on a special journey, a tale woven with threads of adventure, self-discovery, and the quest for inner peace. It's a story designed to help you unwind, to guide you gently towards the realm of dreams. So I invite you to find a comfortable spot. Maybe it's your favorite chair, or perhaps it's nestled under the covers of your bed. Dim the lights, let your eyes rest, and take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the day lifting off your shoulders as you exhale. Now, imagine a world bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun, a world where peace and tranquility reign. This is where our story begins, in a small village named Serenity, and with a humble jeweler named Eli. As I weave this tale, let the words wash over you. Let the rhythm of the story sync with the rhythm of your breath. Allow yourself to be carried away by the narrative, to lose yourself in the world of the story. Remember, this is a time for you, a time to relax and let go. There's no need to hold on to the thoughts of the day. If they come, acknowledge them, and then let them float away, like leaves on a gentle breeze. So, dear listener, are you ready? Let's begin our journey. Let's step into the world of our story. Close your eyes, take another deep breath, and let's begin. In a time long past, in a world not unlike our own, there was a small village named Serenity. Nestled between the towering peaks of the Whispering Mountains and the endless expanse of the Azure Sea, Serenity was a place of peace and tranquility. The village was a tapestry of quaint cottages, cobblestone paths, and vibrant gardens, all bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. The villagers of Serenity were a hardworking and content lot, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. Farmers tended to their fields with care, children played in the meadows, and fishermen cast their nets in the sea, their hearts filled with hope for a bountiful catch. In this peaceful village lived Eli, a humble jeweler known for his extraordinary talent. Eli was a man of modest means, but possessed a heart rich with kindness and a spirit imbued with an unwavering dedication to his craft. His workshop was a small, cozy space filled with the soft chime of tools against metal and the warm glow of a single flickering candle. Eli's hands, though weathered and worn, moved with a grace and precision that spoke of years of dedication to his craft. He could transform the most ordinary piece of metal into a work of art, his creations reflecting not just the beauty of the materials he used, but also the beauty of the world around him. His most prized creation was a pendant featuring a moonstone of unparalleled beauty. The moonstone, with its ethereal glow, was said to possess magical properties. It was believed to bring peace and sweet dreams to whoever wore it, a beacon of tranquility in a world often filled with chaos and strife. The moonstone was a thing of beauty, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. It shimmered with a soft, ethereal glow, reflecting the moon's light in a mesmerizing dance of colors. It was as if Eli had managed to capture a piece of the moon itself, its calm and serene light a comfort to those who gazed upon it. One day, a weary traveler named Mara arrived in Serenity. Mara was a woman of great courage and determination, her spirit unbowed despite the weight of her journey. She had traversed vast deserts, navigated dense forests, and scaled treacherous mountains, all in search of a cure for her insomnia. Upon meeting Mara, Eli felt a deep sense of empathy. He saw in her a reflection of his own journey, his own search for peace. Without a second thought, he gifted her the Moonstone pendant, hoping that its magic could bring her the rest she so desperately sought. That night, Mara found herself in a small, cozy room in the village inn. The room was simple, with a comfortable bed, a small wooden table, and a window that overlooked the tranquil village. As she prepared for bed, she couldn't help but gaze at the Moonstone pendant. Its soft glow seemed to pulse in time with her heartbeat, a comforting presence in the quiet room. With the pendant around her neck, Mara climbed into bed, the soft sheets a welcome comfort after her long journey. As she closed her eyes, she could feel the gentle pull of sleep, a sensation she had almost forgotten. Her thoughts, which usually raced in a never-ending cycle of worry and restlessness, seemed to quieten. In their place was a sense of peace, a calm that seemed to radiate from the Moonstone pendant. That night, Mara's dreams were filled with serene landscapes bathed in the soft glow of the Moonstone. She dreamt of tranquil forests where the leaves whispered secrets to the wind, of vast deserts where each grain of sand told a story, of towering mountains that stood as guardians of the world. In her dreams, she was not a weary traveler, but a part of these landscapes, moving with their rhythms, sharing in their peace. When Mara awoke, she felt a sense of restfulness she hadn't experienced in years. Her body felt lighter, her mind clearer. But as she reached for the Moonstone pendant, her fingers met with the cool fabric of her dress. The pendant was gone. In its place was a small worn note. The handwriting was unmistakably Eli's, each letter carefully formed, each word imbued with kindness. His message was cryptic but intriguing. The magic of the Moonstone is not in the stone itself, but in the journey it takes. Follow its path, and you will find the peace you seek. With a sense of purpose reignited, Mara set out to follow the Moonstone's journey. Guided by a map that Eli had left with the note, she embarked on a journey that would take her through the heart of the whispering forest, across the roaring river, and up to the peak of the majestic mountain. The map was old and worn, its edges frayed from years of use. The path it depicted was not a straight line, but a winding route that meandered through the landscape. It was a path that promised not just a destination, but a journey, a chance to experience the world in all its beauty and complexity. As Mara stepped out of the village, she felt a mix of anticipation and apprehension. She was leaving the comfort and familiarity of Serenity, stepping into the unknown. But she was not alone. Around her neck she wore a simple string, a reminder of the Moonstone pendant and the journey she was about to undertake. The whispering forest was a world unto itself, a labyrinth of towering trees and shadowy paths. It was a place where the sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting a dappled light that danced on the forest floor. The air was filled with the scent of pine and damp earth, a heady mix that spoke of growth and life. As Mara ventured deeper into the forest, she could hear the soft rustle of leaves, the distant call of birds, and the gentle whisper of the wind. It was as if the forest was alive, each tree, each creature, each gust of wind a part of a larger harmonious symphony. In the heart of the forest, Mara met a wise old owl. The owl, with its piercing gaze and calm demeanor, was a creature of the night. It was at home in the darkness, its keen eyes able to see what others could not. The owl, with its vast knowledge and wisdom, taught her the art of patience. Under the owl's guidance, Mara learned to listen to the rhythm of the forest, to move with its ebb and flow. She learned to observe the world around her, to see the beauty in the details. She learned to wait, to understand that not everything could be rushed, that some things required time. From the whispering forest, Mara's journey took her to the roaring river. The river was a force of nature, its waters swift and relentless. It carved its path through the landscape with a fierce determination, a testament to the power of persistence. The river was a place of constant change, its waters never the same from one moment to the next. It was a place of both creation and destruction, capable of nurturing life and reshaping the land. By the river, Mara encountered a playful otter. The otter, with its sleek fur and agile movements, was a creature of the water. It moved with a grace and ease that Mara envied, its body flowing with the current, its movements a dance with the water. The otter, with its carefree spirit and infectious joy, reminded Mara of the importance of living in the moment. It showed her the beauty in the simple act of play, the joy in the journey itself. It taught her to embrace the present, to find happiness not in the destination, but in the path that led to it. From the roaring river, Mara's journey led her to the majestic mountain. The mountain was a monument to the power of time and the relentless march of the elements. Its peak, shrouded in clouds, was a beacon calling to those daring enough to make the ascent. The climb was steep and challenging, the path often obscured by rocks and snow. The air grew thinner with each step, the temperature dropping as she ascended. But with each challenge she faced, Mara found herself growing stronger, more resilient. On the peak of the mountain, Mara stood with an eagle. The eagle, with its keen eyes and regal bearing, was a creature of the sky. It soared high above the world, its wings spread wide as it rode the wind. The eagle, with its vast perspective and unyielding spirit, showed Mara the power of perspective. It taught her to see the bigger picture, to understand that every challenge, every hardship, was but a small part of a larger journey. It showed her that sometimes, to truly understand something, one had to step back, to see it from a distance. After many weeks of travel, Mara arrived at the tranquil lake. The lake was a mirror to the sky, its surface reflecting the full moon's light in a breathtaking display of natural beauty. The moonlight created a path across the water, leading to a small island in the center of the lake. The island was a sanctuary of peace and quiet, a place untouched by the rush and noise of the world. It was a place where one could hear the gentle lapping of the water, the soft rustle of the reeds, the quiet hum of insects. It was a place where one could simply be, free from the burdens and expectations of the world. On the island, nestled among the reeds, was the Moonstone. As she picked it up, a sense of peace washed over her. She realized then that her journey had been about much more than finding a cure for her insomnia. It had been a journey of self-discovery, of learning to find peace within herself. The Moonstone was as beautiful as Mara remembered, its surface shimmering with an ethereal glow. It was cool to the touch, its weight comforting in her hand. As she held it, she could feel a sense of calm wash over her, a peace that seemed to radiate from the stone itself. But as she looked at the Moonstone, she realized that its magic was not in the stone itself, but in the journey it had taken. It was in the lessons she had learned, the experiences she had had, the people and creatures she had met. The Moonstone was but a symbol, a reminder of her journey and the peace she had found within herself. With the Moonstone in her possession, Mara made her way back to Serenity. The journey back was a reflection of her journey to the Moonstone, filled with familiar landscapes and faces. But while the places and people were the same, Mara was not. She had changed, grown, evolved. She was not the same woman who had set out on this journey. She was stronger, wiser, more at peace. When she arrived in Serenity, she was greeted with warm smiles and open arms. The villagers were overjoyed to see her, their joy a reflection of her own. She shared her journey with them, her tales filling the village with laughter, wonder, and a few tears. From that day forward, Mara carried the lessons she had learned on her journey with her. She found that she could sleep peacefully each night, not because of the Moonstone, but because of the peace she had found within herself. She found joy in the simple moments, strength in the face of challenges, and peace in the quiet moments of solitude. And so, the legend of Eli's Moonstone continued, a symbol of the journey we all must take to find our own peace. It was a reminder that the journey is as important as the destination, that the lessons we learn along the way are what truly shape us. But perhaps the most important lesson of all was this, that peace is not something we find in the world around us, but something we find within ourselves. It is a state of being, a way of living, a journey in and of itself. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Mara's story spread far and wide. Travelers passing through Serenity would hear of her journey and the magic of the Moonstone. They would listen with rapt attention as the villagers recounted her tale, their eyes wide with wonder and awe. The moonstone became a symbol of hope and resilience, a beacon for those seeking peace and tranquility. People from all walks of life began to embark on their own journeys, inspired by Mara's story. They sought their own moonstones, their own symbols of peace and tranquility. Eli, the humble jeweler, found himself busier than ever. Requests for moonstone pendants poured in from all corners of the land. Each pendant he crafted was a labor of love, a testament to his belief in the power of the journey. And with each pendant he would include a note, a reminder of the true magic of the moonstone. Stories have a power all their own. They can inspire and motivate, comfort and heal. They can transport us to different worlds, introduce us to new perspectives, and remind us of the shared experiences that bind us together. Mara's story was no different. It resonated with people, touched something deep within them. It reminded them of their own journeys, their own searches for peace and tranquility. It gave them hope, showed them that it was possible to find peace within themselves. Life is a journey, a series of moments strung together like beads on a string. Each moment is a stepping stone, a part of our journey. And each journey is unique, shaped by our experiences, our choices, and our perspectives. Mara's journey was just one of many, a single thread in the vast tapestry of life. But it was her journey, a reflection of her spirit, her resilience, and her quest for peace. And in sharing her journey, she had touched the lives of others, had become a part of their journeys. Mara's journey did not end with the finding of the moonstone. It was but a chapter in her life, a part of her ongoing journey. She continued to travel, to explore the world and its many wonders. She met new people, encountered new challenges, and discovered new joys. And through it all, she carried the moonstone with her, not as a talisman or a charm, but as a reminder of her journey, of the lessons she had learned, and of the peace she had found within herself. Years later, Mara found herself back in Serenity. The village was much the same as she remembered, its quaint cottages and cobblestone paths a comforting sight. But there were changes too. New faces mixed with the old, new stories woven into the fabric of the village. Eli was there to welcome her, his face lined with age, but his eyes still bright with kindness. He listened as she shared her adventures, her voice filling the quiet workshop with tales of distant lands and extraordinary encounters. In the heart of Serenity, Mara found a sense of home. She found a community that welcomed her with open arms, that listened to her stories with genuine interest, that shared in her joys and her sorrows. She found a place where she could rest, where she could reflect on her journey and the lessons she had learned. And in the quiet moments, when the village was bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun, she found peace, not in the moonstone pendant that hung around her neck, but in the quiet contentment of her heart. She found it in the gentle rhythm of the village, in the warmth of the community, in the simple joy of being. Mara's story lived on, passed down from generation to generation. It became a part of the village's lore, a tale told around the fire on cold winter nights, a story shared with travelers seeking shelter from their journeys. And with each telling, the story evolved, shaped by the experiences and perspectives of those who told it. But the essence of the story remained the same, a testament to the power of the journey and the peace that can be found within. The moonstone pendant was but a symbol, a tangible reminder of Mara's journey. But its magic was real. It was in the peace that Mara found within herself, in the lessons she learned, in the connections she made. It was in the story that lived on, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys. The magic of the moonstone was not in the stone itself, but in the journey it represented. It was a journey of self-discovery, of growth, of finding peace within oneself. It was a journey that reminded us of the power of stories, of the connections that bind us together, of the peace that can be found in the simplest of moments. As the years passed, Mara became a fixture in the village of Serenity. Her tales of adventure and self-discovery became woven into the fabric of the village lore, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. She became a mentor to many, her wisdom and experiences guiding those who sought her out. The Moonstone pendant, once a symbol of her quest for peace, became a symbol of her journey and the wisdom she had gained. It was a reminder that the journey is as important as the destination, and that peace is not something found externally, but within oneself. Mara's story, the story of the Moonstone, lived on. It was passed down through generations, its essence preserved even as details changed with each retelling. It served as a reminder of the power of personal journeys and the peace that comes from within. The Moonstone pendant, once a beacon for a weary traveler, became a symbol of this timeless wisdom. And though Mara's physical journey had ended, her spiritual journey continued, her legacy living on in the stories told and the lives touched by her wisdom. In the end, the power of the Moonstone was not in its magical properties, but in the story it inspired. It was a story of resilience, of personal growth, and of the quest for inner peace. It was a story that transcended time and space, touching the hearts of those who heard it. And so, the story of the Moonstone continues, its magic alive in the hearts and minds of those who carry its legacy forward. For in every heart, there is a moonstone, a story waiting to be told, a journey waiting to be taken. And so, dear listener, we've reached the end of our journey for tonight. I hope you found peace and tranquility in the world we explored together, and that the tale of our story has guided you gently towards the realm of dreams. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. Your presence, your willingness to let go of the day and step into the world of our story is what makes this journey meaningful. I hope that our story has brought you a sense of calm, a moment of respite in your day. Remember, the Dreamy Drift is always here for you, a sanctuary where you can find peace and tranquility. Whether you're seeking a moment of relaxation or a gentle guide to the realm of dreams, our stories are here to accompany you. As you drift off to sleep, know that you're not alone. We're all on this journey together, each of us finding our own path, our own peace, and I'm honored to be a part of your journey. Thank you for listening, dear friend. May your dreams be filled with peace and tranquility. Until next time, sweet dreams.